Hello and welcome, my Snapple Caps giving false information to lull the humans to a sense of gullibility and hopelessness. It's SJB here, and we are going to play some BTD6 for you guys. In today's video, we wanted to talk about and play with the Tack Shooter. Now, the Tack Shooter's a pretty interesting tower, because you can play around with him and actually do a pretty good job with him in the early game. He's one of the best starting towers in all of Bloons Tower Defense 6. But will that lead to being a good mid-game tower and a good late-game tower all by himself? Well, that's what we want to try to find out today. So we're only allowed to have one Tack Shooter on the screen at once, but we are allowed one banana farm. And sadly, because Tack Shooters don't have any cam detection for me to play around with at all, I have to find a way to give him cam detection, and I think the only reasonable way to do that is by allowing myself to have one non-Jungle Drums village, just a camo detecting village, but not an MIB. Alright, MIB allows my Tack Shooter to pop every single type of balloon, and that just seems a little unreasonable. So I want to make sure that I can just have a camo detection Tack Shooter, and then everything else I will have to micro through and make sure that I get all different types of popping power. So far things are going pretty decent. Blade Shooter is pretty delish. We got a Blade Shooter with even fast shooting, and he's taken down mostly everything. I don't think we've lost a single life yet. But I do know that we're kind of on the edge of being close to starting to lose lives here, so that's just something we're going to have to get used to here. But the big problem is, obviously, in 4 rounds, we're going to have to get lead popping power. For now, Camo Bloon, we're just going to have to let it go. We can't even afford camo detection even if we tried to get it with a full-on village. So let's just say, screw it, it's only 3 lives, and the road spiked lives on top of that, and actually focus on things that are going to help us for right now. And right now, money. Money is going to help us out in the long term here, so we're going to make sure we get a marketplace pretty soon, even if it means more zebra problems. Okay, again, it's kind of sketchy right now. Like, Bloons are definitely starting to sneak through against the Blade Shooter. This guy can only get us so far, and Blade Maelstrom's going to do nothing. So let's wait and get our lead popping power going with our top path, and see if that guy can help us survive anywhere in the 30s. I have a feeling he will not help us survive in the 30s, but I need this guy for 28 and 30. So let's go like this. Let's go, boom, top path. And I'll go for the more tacks. I think that's better than the long range. Oh, dang, though. Okay. Not horrible, but definitely not great. All right, lucky for us, this is going a little better than round 28. So we actually lost 0 lives on round 30. That's pretty cool. The problem is I really don't want to freaking buy a Ring of Fire at this point, because I know that there's going to be purple balloons in the mid-30s, and I don't remember which rounds they come out on. So instead, I'm gonna just watch the balloons go through and then restart. So this is an overdrive. With any overdrive, I still think faster shooting, even fast shooting, is pretty much the key to everything. But here's the issue. Camo balloons. I take it back. All right, I'm just going to see how this goes. This is a taxpayer with even faster shooting. Even if I have to tank a couple lives to make this happen, I need to make sure that I can afford the cam detection for round 32. So as long as I'm not losing to like a regen ridiculousness here, I'm cool with tanking a few lives. And actually, we don't even get rid of our shield lives there, so I'm totally cool with that. We're going to buy the radar scanner really quickly, and then we're going to see if we can save up for an overdrive pretty quickly. But to be honest with you guys, I might just also try to tank these too, because we're going to need a Ring of Fire for around 37 and 38 again, because we don't have any lead popping power with this guy. Oh, here we go, purples. You know what? That might be the only purples in the 30s. I'm not looking this up. I'm going by my own guesstimates here. So now that I have cam detection, I might just survive around 33 and just go straight to a Ring of Fire. Okay, more lives for sure getting lost on 34 here, but nothing insane. Something that I can definitely recuperate with just a few rounds of non-crap going on here. And it's time. I think I'm going to swap to a Ring of Fire. Hopefully I don't let this bite me the butt here, because I totally could see how this could end up screwing me over hardcore. But I need that lead popping power for 37, 38 anyways. So it's got to be the right choice, right? It's just got to be. So Purple Balloons come out on like 10 rounds in the entirety of BTD6. And if you just have like one low-level ninja, that's usually enough to stop almost all Purple Balloons in the entire game, besides maybe round 95. And that's why I think this is such a ridiculously amazing tower. It pops everything besides camos and purples, and you can easily give it cam detection. So this ends up being one of the best poppers in the entire game for the price you're spending on this guy. Look at this. We're even melting ceramics. Not just like, oh, well, it kind of popped this. We're melting them. Moabs, on the other hand, that might be an issue for us. So let's just watch this guy against one Moab, see how well he does. If we survive, fan-frickin-tastic. If not, we're going to have to swap to an overdrive real quick, like. Again, I'm guessing that this is probably going to end up losing. I could probably, if I really wanted to, like, swap a Ring of Fire to down here or something like that, just to kind of survive. Is that worth it? I don't know. I think purple balloons are probably going to wipe me. Yeah, I can't tank all of that. So instead, we swap to an overdrive with even faster shooting. This guy's also not great against the balloons on the inside here, so I might have to still go for some sort of Ring of Fire play just to survive. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Check out this strategy. We're going to try to pop them up really, really quickly over here. I'm going to try to swap into a Ring of Fire right away against this Moab as soon as this guy pops. As soon as we see about 200 pops here. You know what? I'm good. I'm good. I think a 149 is good enough. We're going to go for a quick Ring of Fire. We're going to get the even more attacks. That should be enough. Take down all the balloons on the inside, too. And I still get my good positioning here. Beautiful. Very, very well played from us. And that is going to get us far. Unless purple balloons come out soon, this guy will kill everything for a long time here. Here is most definitely where things get funky fresh. I believe purple balloons come out around 45, or maybe 46, or maybe 47. I think it might be 45 and 47. So, oh yeah, definitely. Oh, and camo balloons, too. Camo purples. So we're going to have to swap into an overdrive really quickly to pop these guys. We might have to swap that back, but I got a central market now, and I think I can go for a central market, still afford a Ring of Fire if I need to, and just kind of flop back and forth to whatever I need to make this happen. Ah, crap, look at this. We got freaking lead blues coming out now. All right, so that means we need a Ring of Fire back in action, and I think more purple blues come out pretty soon, which definitely sucks. Is this more purple balloons? The good news is we're not losing that much money. Oh, it's... Oh, camo pinks. Okay, we can deal with camo pinks. No problem. It's all about them purples that we got to worry about. Ah, frickin' purples. Dang. All right, purples, overdrive, back in action, the regen camo purples. And I'm just going to sell this guy right away after these purples, and we're going to swap back into a Ring of Fire. Clearly, this guy is the answer for us. Ring of Fire, but we're not gaining that much money over here because we keep having to rebuy, sell, buy, sell, and of course, Moabs are going to be coming out in 2 rounds here as well, so we're going to have to rebuy that overdrive just to survive round 50, and I don't like any of this. All right, here's another Moab, which I assume that we cannot pop with what we currently have, one single Ring of Fire, unless this Moab is somehow magically weaker than the previous ones, which I don't think is the case. And we actually do a pretty good job there, but I don't think I want to tank that many lives. It is tankable, but then I'm going to lose to the second Moab anyways, so... Okay, round 50. I mean, this is going to be a tough round. Just got to be straight with you guys. Overdrive can't handle the ceramic balloons. Ring of Fire can't handle the Moab-class balloons. I could swap back and forth like 3 times in a row, but I'm going to try something else instead. I'm going to try a weirdly placed Blade Maelstrom, Super Maelstrom. Oh, we got just enough money to make it happen, too. This is delicious. All right, let's give me one more banana so we can even... Oh, yes. Nice. Okay, so now we got a Super Maelstrom. Now, the cool thing about Super Maelstrom, first of all, got the camera detection. Second of all, he has lead popping power automatically, even with his regular blades. That's pretty freaking amazing. Third of all, his cooldown is pretty short. So I'm going to wait until things actually get pretty rough over here. We're going to use the Super Maelstrom. Oh, it looks like it's glitched. Look at that. The balloons are like getting on top of it. There we go. Kind of late on the round here. Super Maelstrom. We clean up almost all of them. Yes, we do. The question is, can we get the ability back in time before things hit the fan? And we can. Super Maelstrom for the win so far. So far. Things could be not great soon. But for now, we are indeed... I should have used my ability, probably. But I'm just losing shield lives at this point, so that doesn't really matter too much. I guess I just never realized how good a regular Blade Maelstrom, or a regular Super Maelstrom is against regular balloons without his ability. We're doing mega damage here. All right, and this is going to easily take on the Moabs as well. All right, I'm pretty satisfied. Super Maelstrom for the win. He's absolutely dominating! And I like my positioning, too, because it's closer to the bottom where I can easily end up saving the day with my Stromages. Even round 54 goes down, dude. But 55! Oh, baby. This is getting sketchy. But it looks like, basically, these Stroms kind of last long enough to get me started here and getting ready for my cooldown to come back by the time they wrap around for that last run around. So just one Super Strom here, getting us through the 50s, all by his lonesome. I'm actually pretty impressed. I'm going to go with this guy as long as I can. Until I have to sell him, I will go for him. Because don't forget that Inferno Ring also still has weaknesses, purple Bloons. So this is actually the most effective long-term tower for me if I can make it survive long enough. It's got every type of popping power. The only one that does. Okay, definitely a decent issue here. We got a Biffab. Big fat Biffab coming in here. And with a good timing on our ability. Of course, we take him down. Oh my god, what was I even thinking, dude? Easy peasy. Okay, pretty much every single round is sketch. By sketch, I mean I could lose on every single round with this guy. But I've got a lot of money. Oh crap. That's a lot of ceramics. And I don't have my ability at all. Alright, well, let's see how lucky we get here. It's a lot of Bloons, but we have infinite Pierce! And it doesn't matter. I don't know if it's actually infinite. I think it's actually not infinite anymore, but it seems so infinite that if you could take down round 63 without any issues, like, it's infinite enough, right? Alright, we'll just time it better, bro. Just time it better. Check this out. Get these reinforced mobs a little closer to my stromage. Oh, yeah. Beautiful! Okay, I've been fighting for long enough. I'm going to swap this strategy over into an Inferno Ring at this point. I believe that... I don't know if any purples come out for a while. I know for sure they come out around 78. I don't think any of them come out at any other time here. And I actually am not 100% sure that the Meteor can't pop purple Bloons. But either which way, I've got enough money now that if I need to sell this guy, buy Super Maelstrom, and rebuy him, I can do that. And I'm cool with it. So that's what we're going to go for. Of course, more tax and even more tax. Don't underestimate an Inferno Ring. This thing is beastly. One Inferno Blast just pops a BFB, starts burning things already. This thing's just good. It's just really, really, really good. Now, I know that there's purple Bloons coming out around 78 here. So the question is, can our Inferno Ring pop these guys? I'm going to pretty much guarantee, heck no. But, you know, there's always that chance that I'm just completely idiotic and don't understand Inferno Rings very well. And I'll soon learn that it doesn't freaking matter. All right, let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Purple Bloons. Meteors cannot pop purple Bloons. Can Super Maelstroms pop purple Bloons? Good enough. Good enough for me. I'm going to tank a couple lives here. It's just shield lives for now. And we're going to Super Maelstrom through this second set of Super Ceramics. And I believe that's all the purple Bloons for a long time. So we're going to go back to Inferno Ring. It's odd to think that Tack Zone was entirely not possible to build in this run, but it's because there are a lot of lead balloons in BTD6. Like, you don't think about it, but there's lead balloons like every 5 rounds or so. And if I had to keep selling and rebuying something every single time I saw a lead balloon, the Tack Zone is just straight up garbage, dude. So that's why I just can't use them in this run. At least purple Bloons are kind of a rarity more than anything else, so Inferno Ring is not a bad idea at all. And it's one of the best towers in the game, too. So I have a feeling, I'm just throwing it out there, I think we're going to beat 91. Just going to throw it out. I think we're going to do it. So the Boomerang made it to round 95 and then couldn't handle it anymore. The Inferno Ring, or excuse me, the Dart Monkeys made it to round 91 and couldn't handle it anymore. Clearly, Taxure going pretty strong right now. Money, definitely not an issue at all. We got 343 lives, so we could tank a couple ceramics if it comes down to it. DDTs are still going down reasonably easy, but definitely not super easy. So that makes me afraid for round 95. Because here's the issue. Round 95, again, has purple Bloons. So this could be a quick micro challenge where we have to sell a Super Maelstrom into an Inferno Ring kind of play. Or I could try to survive with just a Super Maelstrom. But all of that is just very scary to even imagine here. So I don't know how round 95 is going to go down. Of course, we have to survive until round 95. We still have to beat round 94 here. It's going okay. Bloons are definitely getting a lot further than they used to. But they do get taken down. All right, round 95. So first of all, Super Maelstrom. So the problem here is that we have to pop not just stuff with our ability. We have to pop these things without the ability, too. Though it's actually going reasonably well. I don't know if I want to tank it all or just use an ability and try to get it back a second time. I'd rather just tank it if I can. I'll tank 100 lives, 200 lives, who cares, dude? At this point in the game, it's like, it doesn't matter. You know, just screw it. Go for it. Wait for these DDTs to get into territory here. And then we're going to go kablamo. See if the Super Maelstrom's going to take him down. Oh, crap. Okay, here's the game plan. We're going to try the Super Maelstrom into an Inferno Ring. And the only way to make this happen is that I have to try to time when I use my ability to try to clean up all the random purples on the screen. If I don't get all of them, that's okay, but I got to get my Inferno Ring very quickly over here with the sell and rebuy process. Otherwise, I'm totally boned. So I did some reconnaissance really quickly, and right around 132.6, as soon as I see like a 5, I could probably sell at that point. I can start my ability a little bit earlier. Oh, here we go. It's getting tight. It's getting tight. 3. So the problem is the big jumps in $100 at a time here is kind of rough. So we're going to use our ability kind of early there. We're going to go like this, buy an Inferno Ring really quickly with more Tacks, and see if we can take down all the DDTs and the mobs on the screen as well. If we can't, we're done so. All right, so far it's getting scary, but it looks like it might be manageable. We got to hope that these DDTs keep on getting popped, though. Every single thing's got to get popped here. I believe that it might be possible. No way. Yes, last DDTs. And we take it down. 95 has been completed. So far, the highest round that we've ever achieved with our single one-tower strategies. Woo! All right. Okay, we got money. Let's do some weird stuff. We got over 110 grand here. Let's make this guy work his magic. So we're going to start with a Ring of Fire in the very, very front here. We're going to sell him in just a bit here, and we're going to go for a second Ring of Fire, kind of at our old spot here. But we're going to give it a quick second, let him get as much damage as he can out of everything. Okay, swap him over. Ring of Fire with even more attacks. That should be enough to get us started in here. I'm going to put this guy back to strong, so he starts aiming the Zoma God with his meteors. Oh, crap. Still more ceramics. Can we tank it? We can. I don't love it, but we tanked it. Oh, man, 97. I was not expecting this to be so problematic here, dude. I don't know if I can tank all this. Okay, slight repositioning. I used 2 Tack zones, and then I got an Inferno Ring nearer to the bottom to hopefully defeat these ceramics a little bit easier. Seems like we did more damage to the Zoma Gods a little bit earlier. Hopefully that will equal more success. Just rainbows, and we cleaned it up. All right, 97 was a huge problem for us. I have to, sadly, do, I think, the exact same thing here. We're going to go for another Tack zone to just get started in here, swap into a Ring of Fire or whatever back here, I think. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but dang, we got to swap already. Quick Inferno Ring, even more Tacks. Let's see if we can even take down these ceramics. No, we can't. Just out of curiosity, let's see what we can do and how much damage we... Oh, look at that. That is actually a lot of damage here with the Super Maelstrom. Too much damage, possibly, which is not something that I expected to have to say here. We could buy and sell infinite times, though, if we really want to. The thing is, you don't get an instantaneous ability here. It still does take some time here. Oh, man, and that's just not good against ceramics at all. Okay, this is just the end. Round 98, too beefy for an Inferno Ring. Super Maelstroms didn't work. Tack zone combos just popped the Zoma Gods and stuff into mobs too quickly, and then they just rushed right through your defense. But round 98 is a great round to end on. I'm super pumped that a single Tack shooter is able to get to round 98 by itself. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you press that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Use my next code if you're interested, and have a super duper delicious day.